Guys, what's happening? Hope you're all good. As you can see, I've been sent out something else to review and show you guys, let you know what I think of it. This time we've got the Crenova, which is a mini projector. Depending on how long you've been subscribers, or if you even watch me videos, you've probably already seen this little guy, which I've done a video review on. It's another projector, but this one's a tiny portable one. The reason I've got these both together is because I'm going to play the same film on both devices and beam them behind us to see what the quality fares like. Unfortunately, this one's £200, whereas this one is a lot cheaper. It's pretty much a quarter of the price. You can pick the white version up for $53.99, or the version I've got here, the black one, for $69.99. It's totally up to you whether you want to pay the extra £16 for a colour change, but personally I would be happy with the white one. The reason I've got the black one is because I'm reviewing it. The same thing as always, I'm going to show you around the box and I'll show you what you get inside the box, and then stay tuned and I'm going to beam some films on the wall behind us to see what the quality looks like. Well, here we're off with a little look round of the box, and then we're going to do the unboxing. As you can see, we've got a picture of the projector on the front there, and up here we've got Crenova telling you the model, which is an XPE460 projector. Down here on the left hand side we've got a few different icons. You've got SD, AV, VGA, USB and earphones, and on the top it's pretty much exactly the same what was on the front. Underneath on the bottom there's nothing on there, it's pretty much blank. Here I might have to focus a little bit. It's just telling you audio files and pictures, video. It actually doesn't tell you what video is, but the ones I'm going to try is an MKV and an AVI and an MP4. If you go to the other side, oh god, there's even more information on this side. I might have to move the camera a little bit. There's absolutely loads of information on here. You've got telling you it's a LCD, it's lumens, it's 1000:1 ratio and 1080p LED. It says lifespan is 3000 hours, so if you do the maths, if you watch say 1500 films that are on for 2 hours, that's how many you'd be able to get out of it. You probably can change the bulb on these, but I'm not really 100%, but for the sake of £54 you'd probably just buy a new one. Down here is obviously just a few more things telling you 16:9 or 4:3, and if you want to look at anything else on there, there it is. I'll leave it for a second. And now for the unboxing to see what we get inside of here. Which way does this come out? It's that way. Sometimes when you get items, they're the wrong way around. Oh my god, that's the loudest noise I've ever had during an unboxing. What we've got here, you've got an HDMI lead in here, what you get free. And this is your power cord. It's similar to a one on my Virgin box and my PlayStation 4. As you can see, that's what sort of like a figure 8. You've got a little remote here. Take that out. Just seems a cheapish remote, but to be honest, you probably don't need a fantastic remote. I'm gonna actually try my little keyboard, what I've got, where I plug the USB in and it's got a touchscreen pad and everything. I'm gonna try that. And down here, this is just for your phono to your AV. Obviously your red and white is for your audio and your yellow is for your picture. And if we go inside here, it did say it was a kilo, but it feels really light. This, it doesn't feel heavy at all. It feels really light. On the top, it's all, is it gloss? Oh no, it's gloss all the way around. I didn't realize it's gloss all the way around. You've got a little navigation pad on here, up, down, left, right, okay. That one's probably an enter button. That one's maybe a menu, and that's your on and off. Not sure if that's some sort of reset button. On here, you've got for an SD. It's not a micro SD, it's actually an SD card, a bigger one that you would put in, say, a camera or something like that. Move that to the side. And this one down here is your HDMI. You've got infrared, that's obviously for the remote. Your phono for your earphones and your AV. That one, not even sure what that looks like, a sort of an aerial. This, I'm not sure what that is, but if you give us a second, I'm going to look in the user manual so I know what everything does. You've got a USB up here and you've got your VGA, and this is obviously to power it. You've got a vent on the side here, and on the other side you've got 2 vents. This, I'm guessing just, yeah, it just comes off. But I'd always recommend you put that on. Don't let any dust get on it. If you're not using it, just put this back on. And this is obviously your focus. So I'm going to put that back on because I'm not using it because I don't want any dust on it. Underneath, on the bottom, I don't know if you can see that, but it tells you what the model is and the serial and your max power. And that might actually be, is that? I don't know. I tell you what, I'm going to have a quick read through the instruction book and I'll be back in a second. I'm back and I'm a little bit ahead of time. I've already done the rest of the video, but unfortunately I forgot to put this bit in the video. As I mentioned, I was going to have a look through here and find out what a few things done on here, but to be honest, inside this user manual, it just gives you information on how to set it up, meaning the screen display and stuff, which I'll show you further on in the video. A good thing that I've had to play about with it is I know things a bit more. If you touch it though, you do get fingerprints all over, but you can wipe them off and it doesn't scratch it. This over here, what I thought was some sort of reset button, it's not. This is the power source, so if you've got it on, it's green, and when it's off, it's red. If you go to the back of it, this just changes your viewing angle from up and down. And underneath this little hole, which I didn't know what it was for, I found this inside the box, and you just, if I can actually get it screwed in, you screw this in. It doesn't go in very far. There you go, that's it, and it's in about that much, as you can see there from the first part of my fingertip, and it just tilts the projector so it's up. So I'll get to the rest of the video and you can check it out. So I'm all set up. This is what it looks like. I've got the mini projector on top of a laptop table, and I've got the portable projector on top of an ironing board, and I've got them both playing there on the wall. I turn the light off so you can have a better view, but the bottom one seems to be a lot more brighter and sharper, where the top one has a little bit more colour. You can see there, you can see a lot more on the bottom one with it being brighter. But as I mentioned, it's really sharp. If I get a little bit closer, you might be able to see the quality a bit better. And that was just a little comparison to show you what a film looks like. It's exactly the same one on two different memory sticks, and they're pretty much getting played in sync. I couldn't do it any better, but this is as best as I could do. When you turn the projector on, this is what it offers you. It says, do you want photos, music, movies or text? Obviously I'm going to go into movies, and I'm going to click on C drive, and at the moment I've got a 1TB hard drive in, so if I wanted to play something, if I wanted to play Aladdin, I can stay on this, and if you wait a few seconds it'll come up and it'll show you a little preview of the film getting played there, and it'll tell you what size it is and the audio, if it's got subtitles or whatever. So what you do is you click it and then you press the play button on the remote, and that'll start it off. There we go, that's the start of it. I'll just fast forward it a little bit. You've got, we'll work out, we'll see what you've got. You've got 2 times, you've got 4 times, you've got 8 times, you've got 16 times, you've got 32 times, and that's it. That's what it maxes out at 32. So I'll fast forward it a little bit so it's a brighter scene. There you go. And the quality looks good. I can see a few pixels on it because it's obviously for the price what it is. It's not going to be any 4K definition or anything like that, but the quality is really good. I don't know how well it's picking it up on the camera here, but for the price it's really good. I'm going to pause that here. So there, I've paused it, and if I press the menu button, these are some of the options that it offers you. You've got picture mode, and at the moment I'm on user. You've got dynamic, you've got standard, you've got mild, and you're back to user again. As you can see, the contrast and everything is changing when I'm flicking back and forth on them. If you go to the next one down, which is color temperature, and inside here you've got user, you've got cool, you've got medium, and you've got warm, and then obviously we're back to the user. Down here you've got for your noise reduction, you can turn that off. You can have low, you can have middle, you can have high, or you can have default. I've just left mine off. For this one, for flip front, this is if you've got it ceiling mounted or whatever. So if I go down, there you see it's upside down. That's for people that's using it on a ceiling. And if we go back to the main menu again, and this one is to reduce the display. So if you want to shrink it, you can press right, and that's as far as it goes, 75%. But if I press left to put it back to 100, you can go down by ones. So I'll put that back to 100. Go back to the main menu, and then that's pretty much everything on this page. If you press right, it takes you to the sound. So if I click on there, we've got movie, we've got sports, we've got user, and we've got standard. Oh, and music, I didn't see that one there. And then I'm back to movie again. You've got your balance, and you've got your auto volume, and for your surround, you've got off, you've got surround, or you've got SRS, true surround, and that one at the bottom is for your equalizer. If you press right again, you can set the clock, and you can set what time to turn on or turn off, and you've got a sleep timer or an auto shutdown. On the sleep timer, you've got different times. You've got 10 minutes, 20, 30, 60, 90, 120, 180 and 240. If you press right again, you've got your OSD, which is your on-screen display. Mine's in English, but you have got a choice of loads of different languages, as you can see there. The next one down is to factory reset it. And your bleeding is basically the picture, what's in the background. So if I press it, it goes off, and then I can have it on low, middle, or high. Obviously I've left mine on high just so I can see the picture in the background. You've got the on-screen display duration, and you've got a software update. And that's pretty much everything in the settings. There's quite a few things to have a little bit of a play about with. The source button, if you press that one, so I'm going to press it now, it gives you the choice of whatever you want to use. In my case, I'm using the USB, so that's what I'm going to stick to. But if you want to use an SD card or HDMI, and that's everything. I think I've ran through pretty much everything on this. The remote's okay, it's not fantastic, it does work, but I would have preferred a better one. One more thing I thought I might as well add is the audio. I'm going to play this for a few seconds just so you can have a listen. Obviously it's going to sound nothing like what I'm listening to because I don't know what device you're using. You could be using a laptop, a phone, a tablet, I don't know what you're using. The audio speakers that are built in are okay, they're not amazing, but the work. Personally, I would get some external ones. So I'm going to play this for a few seconds so you can have a listen.
Hit the block. I think I'll take a stroll around the block.
So that was that. As always, if you've got any questions or queries, just leave us a comment and a like and I'll get straight back to you. But I am going to put the link in the description if anyone is interested in one of these to have, I don't know what you would use it for, in your bedroom, downstairs. You could project it on a wall outside, I don't know, there's absolutely loads of options what you could have. But that's the end of the video and thank you for watching.